Bet you thought I'd given up on working on the Mercury Comet project. Nope. Matter of fact, we're on our way to Louisiana to get some parts. Ain't getting us, but this is what we have come here for. We're going to get this deck lid. It does have a little rust, but it is all intact compared to mine. When we get back home, we'll show you mine. And man I'm buying this from, he went ahead and got my windshield out, so I don't even have to cut or do anything. We can just lift it out, and hopefully it's not too wide to fit in my car. So I measured, and hopefully, like I said, it'll fit. All right, so we made a decision to go ahead. We're going to try to get this vent glass. We don't know if it's exactly the same as the 64 hardtop. The gentleman I'm buying it from, he couldn't tell me it was the same, and I don't know that it's the same, but for 40 bucks, I'll take a shot at it. So we're fixing to take it out. That thing come out of there like a Rubik's Cube. All right, let's get on the trunk. Oh, okay. It's like a flipper, like a butterfly. I measured, and I'm hoping that when she will stand up behind her. All right, so just a quick note. It's always a good idea to bring a little extra cash with you when you're going on a pick like this. And you got some extra parts that you could possibly need, like this vent glass. Don't know that it's going to work, but we're going to use it, get it, and try to use it anyway. Also, the side view mirror, we're going to see about buying this. He had to run to his house for just a minute. When he gets back, we're going to talk about this side view mirror. So, bring a little extra cash. That way you can pick up some extra goodies when you find them. I will. I'll go all over. I've got some, what you call it? Oh, I got some cool new Alright, so you never know who you're going to meet when you go to some of these picks and meet some people, and you meet some of the nicest people sometimes. Vince was a super nice guy, And matter of fact, I'll just go and throw this out there. He's actually got a 1966 Oldsmobile that he's trying to sell, convertible. It has a 330 4-barrel and 4-speed, and cars. I should have got some pictures to put in here to advertise for him, but I didn't think about it. But if anybody out there is looking for this Oldsmobile, you reach out to me and we'll get in touch with Vince. But this thing is a convertible F85, super good looking car, solid. I mean, it needs restoration, but it's all there. It's already had a lot of work done to it. So anyway, we're gonna go get some lunch. All right, so let's take a look at what started this trip to go get a deck lid. And you can see where that line is, where this has been painted and prepared or repaired at. It's terrible. The whole inside edge has been built up with something, and I don't know what. Fiberglass and Bondo, and it is ugly. And there's not gonna be any fixing it easily. So I just got very lucky and found one. Look at the color. Look at the color and the patina. And that's what we're going for on this car. We're not trying to make a shiny restoration car. You can see what it looks like right there. Somebody filled up a couple of holes, probably had a hole there, and a hole here. Probably had a dealer tag on it. But you can look, and there's a little flake in paint. But the only holes that are in it are the factory holes that are supposed to be there. No rust. And on the back side of this, very, very little surface rust. Give me a minute, I'll turn it around and I'll show you where the rust is on this trunk and how easily repairable it's gonna be. All right, so there you go. In the area on the back, by the trunk lip on the rear, that is the worst spot on the whole thing, and that will get a little pour 15 and some pour patch. Then you've got some heavy surface rust right along that rim where the gasket seals to the trunk. That can get sanded, ground down, and a little either pour patch or pour 15. And then we've got this. That is probably the worst section right there. It's kind of going to be pretty much flat metal. Not a bunch of compound curves. Can zip that out and put some metal back in, and you know, I could conceivably pour patch that section in, but I don't think that's the right thing to do. I think I may actually cut that metal out and tack in some flat sheet metal. So, well, my battery's about to die. Let me go get it on charge, and we'll come back and we're going to talk about where we are on this project. So, what else has been going on with the Mercury Comet? Well, we have been doing a lot of work behind the scenes that I have not videoed or posted anything about. We have been prepping the engine to get built and go back in this car. We have done a lot of cleaning, a lot of polishing. We have I've relapped the valves and did a light overhaul on the cylinder heads. And basically just freshened everything up, cleaned everything up, painted, put back together. We put cam bearings in this engine. We replaced the rings and went ahead and got those installed, put the pistons back in and got the rotating assembly back in the block. And it's starting to come our direction. Still got a ways to go to put that engine together, but the process has begun. Now, as you saw in today's video, we drove about 2 hours to go get this deck lid. In my opinion, it's really good price. You're not going to find where do you find a deck lid? And then I paid $60 for this deck lid, and noticed that the windshield was in it. I asked him about that, $75, and I was going to have to pull it. Well, he got some time yesterday. He went out and actually pulled the glass and said that he would take the chance on breaking it, and if it broke, he would just tell me, hey, it broke coming out, and I wouldn't have to buy it. Which, thanks, Vince. That was very nice of you. I mean, I was willing to take the chance to give you the $75 and then risk breaking it myself, but you know, that was awful nice of him to do that. I bought the vent glass for the driver door. I've compared it. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it work. It is different from a 4-door or a sedan compared to a hardtop. I don't even think I'm going to be able to make the glass frame work. The frame that goes around the glass, it's different. So I don't know. I may end up having to sell it and try to recoup that $40. $40, and you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you lose a little money there. And I've got the mirror that I bought, and it is laying. You can see it laying right there. So, and it's a slightly different mirror than is on the over here, as you can see. But it is a vintage 60s mirror from a 60s car. I'm not building a show car. I'm building a ready hot rod, and I needed a appropriate mirror for the passenger side. So for $25, I have a 60s mirror for the passenger side of this vehicle. So we've got a long way to go on this old car, but we are actually working on it behind the scenes. I don't know when I'm going to actually start producing some more videos of me working on it. Hopefully soon. So in the meantime, until I can do that, why don't you go watch another video coming on the screen right now.